Welcome back to Dred End. Alright, so let's try this one more time, shall we? Let's see here. I do require the paper, which I put away because I brought all the stuff back to the house. So, simple experiment. Now, in the last episode, of course, this didn't work because apparently the block was just missing. So, we're going to try it again. Doesn't really matter how you do it, like which angle, but I was working in my various experiments, so we will see in just a moment. In the meantime, it's midday. We can probably go raid the fire hall over there. That's not a big deal. That's still figuring itself out. If it's not there, we know what's happened. It's not a big deal. So yeah, that guy's right there. It's pretty easy. It's also a pretty decent sort of building for maybe, you know, taking on the horde, I guess. I mean, it's got one staircase that's quite useful. And it's not, I don't think the horde is going to be a big deal. Plus, I may just do it my old-fashioned Adreden way, which I don't know. If you've been with the channel for a long time, you probably remember. But if you're new to the channel, you might have seen something similar. There are a few people who now kind of do it the same way. Done. Okay then. So let's see here. We loot it now. It has a note, so we pick up the note. Yay! I did it. And I just get rid of them afterwards. Just whatever. You have proved to be a capable survivor with much potential. We have marked your map with the nearest White River outpost location. You will find a trader where you can buy and sell goods. A trader stories and trade stories with one of our friendly citizens. Welcome aboard. Noah. Which eventually TFP, I guess, is going to try to weave into some kind of story. I don't know. Yeah, and if you look at this, I tried to update it a little bit today to make it a little more clear, but it says throw it away because it's actually not useful. It doesn't do anything. It is only an example of how science works. If these were real notes, you could craft them into a schematic. One could check the recipes and would see the schematic craftable. Generally, you will need about 10 notes to craft the schematic. I just kind of laid it out generally as clear as I can make it. Yeah, and that's sort of it. And then you just craft the thing. So we're going to have to figure out some stuff we actually want to get. Now, how is the... Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do we want? I think finding better food would be good. Getting onto building things would be nice. Yeah, and just figuring out all the different schematics here, like even getting this forge one. The forge one is probably pretty easy, and I was looking through, and I do need to make some more adjustments to these different localization files, so yeah, we'll figure it out. But the forge reinforced log 2 reinforced. I didn't know that these were buildable in here. Really? No, they're not. It's just the weirdness of 7 days to die. Okay. Experiment. So pretty much for everything you have different experiments. So I guess we can go over this too. There's a couple of special blocks. I don't know if all of them are in the game yet. But the Zomzyme block was one of the first ones I ever developed. It's basically just you have to get the bones from the zombies, because obviously their bones are strong enough that they can punch steel walls without breaking their arms. Yet somehow some of them are running around with weird broken bodies and holes in their skull. Whatever. Anyway, regardless, you make this resin stuff. Well, first I guess you figure out this part, which is like you get the sodium bicarbonate solution and a bone arm extract solution, and then you mix those together, and eventually you figure out how to make this. Basically just, yeah, the Zomzyme resin, and then that can make this block once you get it done. So anyway, that's something to look forward to. Pretty end game. They're pretty advanced blocks and quite strong. So hopefully we'll get to build up a small base out of that. sometime soon. Maybe I'll even just make that one of my priorities, because I mean, why not? So yeah, basically we just need to loot a bunch of houses to get sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, and different arm bones. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the corpses working again. The corpses used to spawn 100% of the time, but now I've noticed that they haven't been. So that'll be the next little bit, I guess I'm gonna get done. So many like little things that happen from alpha to alpha, just little changes TFP does that they just mess things up. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna drop off more of this loot, and we're just gonna try to get into that other building as quick as we can and figure that out. Looks like I should probably use that. Good. And I was thinking that this one might not work because I may have taken out some of these books and what they do. And that's involved in the different trees over here, right? Because I've kind of butchered a lot of this stuff out, to be honest. Like, I had to leave Fortitude, you have to leave in, and I left a couple of things in there, but everything else is kind of just like skill based, and it's a matter of doing the things to do it, or getting things right, and changing your body to become more adapted, right? So yeah, we have the child's dose of respirocytes, so that's why we got that. And then we're just slowly leveling up here, so that's kind of another good thing. Yeah, and we're getting a little bit better at woodworking, stone crafting, because we've been making stone tools, and these are all the schematics, I believe. As I go through, I'll find out if these are still 100% working, or if we need to tweak them. Yeah, apparently I don't have very many of them yet. Let's go. Just see what we can do here. Whatever. I'm sure we'll get more of that stuff. I'll focus more of that stuff at night. Blunderbuss ammo I must have left or used. Nope, there it is. Good enough. Let's go. So yeah, hopefully we can start producing some things. Let me know in the comments, like, if you want me to focus more on the content relevant to my mod. Somebody cast a magical effect somewhere in the land. I don't know if you heard it. It went whoosh. That's not a part of my mod. It's just making fun of the base game a little bit. Yeah, I want to know what you guys want to see into the series, because I'm not doing like a spotlight per se. I want to legitimately play through somewhat to find things I need to make better, fix, have working like I want them to work, you know, things like that. So I need to get that done, and I'm gonna do it by playing through. Who am I? I'm Adreden, that's who I am. We run, because it could be somebody up there. No? Secretary? No secretary today. Okay. Some zombies in there. Let's go up here, not burning our any of our stamina. Okay, yeah, so there's a couple of them there. And yeah, I'll probably come in here too and loot some of these guys out. I like this place as kind of a mini base because once you take out this, it's pretty much a lot easier to fortify this, at least, you know, for a little bit. I think mostly what I would use it for is like a resting kind of base. You've seen better days. Hi, Arlene! And yeah, so slightly better shovel. Yeah, see, you can see the bodies are just disappearing. Oh, hey, we're gonna have to take a look at this. This is the pumpkin seed recipe. So we're gonna take a look after I clear out the last remaining zombies out of here. Meat that's been in the fridge for who knows how long. Yum. Tech junkie. Yeah, so those won't really work, and I wonder why they're still in the game. I wonder if some sort of remove didn't work or something? Seems odd. I had an idea about randomizing the position of sleepers today too. So I may do that as well eventually. All right. Let's clean up this place a little bit. I mean, I got a little bit of time. Sounds like another one is in here. Whatever. If they attack me, they attack me. So... pumpkin seed. So we have it here. It's a perk plant. And it looks like we need some more. It looks like I have a lot of basically the localization stuff to do. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so the seeds, so we're going to try to see what happens when we actually try to learn that. Use. I don't know if that worked. But hey, this is why it's experimental. If it works, it works. If not, we'll go through and fix it. Yeah, there you go. See? You can tell you've got it. So basically, you should be able to tell all the different recipes that you have or don't have without having a desk. And I kind of liken this to thinking to myself, like, hey, like if I was to make pad thai, we make pad thai fairly regularly, so you know, pad thai. You're like, okay, well, what do I need for that? I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I realize that I know how to make pad thai for the most part. I mean, sure, when you're in the heat of the kitchen, maybe you forget a critical ingredient, but for the most part, it's not too bad. I hear you. I know you're in here. Okay, whatever. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick those locks right away. There just has a lot of annoying things to do there. We're gonna try to do the little parkouring up around the edges here. And just gather up what we can. See what's up in these ones over here. Eventually. Sounds like somebody's finally awoken. Oh, is this slightly different? I don't really remember the washroom being here. 7 o'clock. Okay. A wrench. Nice. We can start like getting pipes and stuff. I think we're in for it. Let's go out there and see what friends we have. One. Okay. Ow, cactus. Is there another one? There it is. He's out of commission. Whoa there. Okay, great. Yeah, I wonder if they just changed the 3D model for it. That way it's just kind of missing. Oh, you know, I bet you they did, because they transferred it. They transferred a bunch of them to a different directory, I think. She was a controlled zombie. Man, there's a lot of them out there. Well, we have enough time to probably finish them off. This is that new model. I do like it. Oh, crap. Is a dog. Well, we'll let the zombie and the dog fight. Oh, she critically injured that dog, so... Alright. Now we're going to go in here. Finish up what we had done. Get those last goodies. Get out of here. I think I might take these out because I might be in here until just before it gets dark, and I don't really want to attract too much attention. I'm not quite ready to fight them baddies in the middle of the night. I mean, I might be able to, but I don't know. Okay. Another cabinet. That's fine. Can we do a ladder? We would need nails. And we don't have enough nails, so that changes things up a little bit. Okay. Let's see what's all in all these here, because it'll only take a few minutes. Unless I get attacked more thoroughly. Is there no way over these now, I guess? I guess I'm quite used to just grabbing all the stuff really quickly and easily by having the right blocks and stuff on me. But I mean, in a way, to me, that kind of makes it more interesting, right? Because you're just like, okay, well, now I've got a problem and I've got to solve it, right? And it just, I don't know, it changes things up. I think it brings something to it. Okay, well, need to run back and grab my frames, I guess. Which would be a pretty quick little thing. Day 2, we're only in the middle of day 2, so should be fine, I hope. I can grab the nails, I suppose, and make some more frames. But I know we have a few. I'll just transfer some junk. Acetic acid, this is going to be one of the things we need for those Zyme bones. Yeah, so we'll get that done. I'll probably work on that a little bit in the evening. These are for water collecting barrels. They work. They're not implemented like I would like. I would prefer if they filled up only when it rained, kind of like in Starvation mod back in the day. But I have never gotten back to really working with the code there to figure out how to make it work in the latest alphas. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason for that. Oh, I don't know. Let's do 10. Could actually do some ladders, maybe, too. No, we cannot. We need, I don't know, something. But I don't really want to waste too much more time. Just want to get this done. Okay. And R. I want to select my favorite shape. And yeah, that's how we can do that. Rotate maybe like that, and hope we can get it. There we go. Perfect. Good enough. Trash compactor. What do we get? Ooh, lockpicks. Those are a little bit useful in this here building. But yeah, now that we're up here, I mean, we can just scootle along the top, right? Nails. If you have like a box of nails, then you can click on recipes and then get nails, and you usually get a whole bunch of nails. So let's see how many. I can't remember how many it is actually now. 50 nails. Oh, we've got a party girl, or oh no, that's the military one with the terrible claws. All right. Well, she's gonna be a problem. And that. Up and over. There we go. This is the last of the goodies, other than those different chests or safes down there. Ooh, a red flare. Nice. Apparently there's a lot of funnels in the game. I didn't realize there's going to be so many of them. I'm going to have to change. I might change some of the probabilities there. Okay. I don't know where she is, so I want to make sure I keep an eye on that. Oh, hi. Come on. Oh, man. That looks like it hurt. But look at her claws. Aren't they just, like, nasty? Her hands are just weird and white, and I don't know. Okay. We'll try to unlock one of these. What? Did I just not grab them in time? Okay. Unlock. So we're just going to use these, see if we get in. If we can, great. If not, well. We should be able to get better at this each time we do it. I believe that's part of the skills still. Okay, well, I guess we'll see. I can't really check right now. Woo! Wow. See, I think the loot for those should still actually be pretty powerful, but the loot for other things is probably a bit much. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I also wonder if any of the skills that I took out have made it so we can actually just... Nope, but it's kind of good, I guess. We can fight a couple zombies at night. And we're out of lockpicks? Now we're out. Okay. Whatever. That's pretty much it. We'll head back over here. Now, I probably should set up some stuff for overnight looting and stuff, but I don't know if people really want to see much of that stuff. We should get inside, because as far as I know, the zombies should still be able to see us from way off in the distance. And we're going to activate the flashlight duct tape hat. But I also have put up a lot more lights and stuff all over the place, so. Close the door. And yeah, retreat to my little cave. Yeah, so I guess I might actually keep all of these, because if I'm going to go over to that other house and try to loot that, then I should, well, I guess I can actually do that, but it's fine. Okay, I don't really need the flare. I don't really need another one of those. Nor that. Ammo is not needed. Nails. I don't think I'm going to get that many things, but you never know. Could be nice to have the second blunderbuss with me, but whatever. With this wrench, though, that'll be nice. I should be able to pull something apart to get some beautiful, beautiful pipes. And then I can repair these blunderbusses. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there in a bit, but before this episode is over, let's just, take a bit of a look here and just see something like this could be nice too, getting the antibiotic experiments. Of course, you can always, if you know what you kind of want, antibiotic recipe, right, you can try to find, here it is, the experiment. I don't know why I guess there's just different recipes for them, so. And then the herbal one. So basically you just have to get the same kind of thing you would normally get, right? And so yeah, you can just kind of make all these things up and then make it. And it might be nice to hit these up and get them. Now you'll probably also notice that the, I don't know, the ways the zombies hit and stuff are going to be different in my mod, because I had to totally redo the buff XML file, and that means that the entire buff system is actually more like it was in Alpha 18. So that's when I did it. And so, yeah, and at some point I will probably go back through and really, really fine-tune it to how I want it. But for now, it's what it is. Okay, I think I'm just going to scrap those guys, and we're going to repair you. We have spare rocks, and we have blunderbuss ammo. That spear goes away. I'm going to upgrade it. Now there should be actually a number of other little changes in my mod too. Yeah, if we take a look at these, you can make special handles out of them. This rebar is actually something that was awesome that my friend D-Bat made. He made them in Blender for me. And so yeah, they're like really quite a cool little blend file. They're quite the little deal there. Anyway, so you have to find some fiberglass resin, and then you kind of glue them together to make a thicker handle. Nice and strong. Recipes, yeah, so you've only got these ones. What about... Yeah, so wood tool handle. We're gonna get this guy here. It's made in the workbench there. Let's stop off at the workbench real quick and then head over to the other building. I am really gonna have to start cooking some food. That's another thing. And I want to actually adjust it and make it so yeah, there are more things, more experiments having to do with food, so that we can figure that out. Handle. Yeah, so it's like you can start crafting handles, and I've spent a lot more time than I'd like to admit making these handles kind of work in a particular way. They work kind of like, well, like most of the modification things do, but instead you can make them into various things. Now, I'm pretty sure I found an axe head. Yeah, there's one. So, for example, like, let me see, we'll take this out for now. You know, right now, we just have a straight up axe handle, right? Like it's just something you would find at like a hardware store. This one looks a little bit less. It looks like it's been through the ringer, but that's okay. But then if you go to it, go to modify, you can put the axe head on it, right? Now, in one way, I kind of wish you would have to do this at a workbench or something, but on the other hand, you know, it's nice and quick. At any rate, now we have an axe. And it is a much more powerful axe than this stupid stone axe we got. So yeah, it's an interesting system that I think works pretty well. So that's like 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, it's a little faster, you know. 2, 1. Might have to remember that these are kind of useful for staying up there. Whatever. Okay, it's already midnight. Maybe I will end up spending just a bit of a day doing the grinding for those things. Come on, character. Wow. Seriously, that was... yeah. Let me see here. Meat. Grilled meat recipe. We need grilled meat. So if we want, we could find the food grilled meat experiment, right? So we have to grab the paper and the meat. And this, I'll also start doing this. I mean, it's a little bit bad because I actually kind of need the meat, but for you guys, I'll make an exception. So yeah, we make that. We have the grill, so that's fantastic. Let's grab that while we can. I'm gonna put these rebar back. But yeah, the rebar has sort of the same thing as these the wooden handle for this axe. But yeah, there's also should be a pickaxe, a warhammer, a shovel, and a couple of other things that you can just make with this like handle system, and it's just you can quickly switch between the different types of things you have. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. So all you need to do is, yeah, just, you know, put it there. And just like the other ones, you know, it just after a few minutes, it's like you know, experiment with it and it makes it. This one doesn't exactly make full sense, but it's, you know, the best I can do with the Fun Pimps system, at least at the moment, without going into like massive sort of C# scripting changes. But it does, you know, ideally work. Yeah, so there's some notes. So you get a few notes each time. So it'll probably take 3 experiments, or maybe 4, maybe 5, if you're not having any luck, to get those. And then you have the recipes, and once you have 10 of them, you can make it. Now, yeah, these are all subject to change in the final version. Like, I don't necessarily need them all to be 10 notes to make everything. It's just sort of an arbitrary number that I felt was kind of fair, because ultimately, you know, if you're just playing the game, this is just a shortcut compared to vanilla, and that's sort of just all it is. Anyway, I should cook these up and eat them. Oh yeah, there's also, instead of having to make like charred meat, instead of having to need 5, I actually changed it so that we can just do one at a time. I thought it was silly that you needed 5. I actually made a funny video about it, I think. I just cooked a random number of pieces in an actual cooking pot instead of the grill on the stove to get them. Yeah, because I'm just like, yeah, this is silly. Okay, anyway, we're gonna use those. They don't give much as a single piece, but it should be like 1/5 of what they would be or something. Okay, that's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna head over to that other building. This would be a partial test of like the spawning at night and if they can see me. This might get crazy. If I can get in there, fantastic. I feel like the nighttime spawning isn't working. That's another thing for me to fix. Not a bug, just a feature that isn't currently working right. Because it used to be the case that if you went out at night, it was scary as. Mostly just because it was like a constant attack of zombies. But this is okay. Okay, let's get inside. Okay, if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel and like what you see, hit the subscribe button. You can also consider doing a channel subscription. It really will help me out. I don't really have any major perks or anything or advantages for doing it yet, but if you guys do want certain things, I can work on that. Or you can head over to Patreon and, you know, put down like $1 donation per month. That would be an excellent help for the channel. And overall, I'd like to just advocate for every creator out there because, you know, YouTube doesn't really give us a lot. It's not even anywhere close. You kind of just have to do this for fun until you get a huge number of subscribers. Like, I don't even know how many make it really worth it. Depending, I guess, where you live and the exchange rate, it can be different value. But, yeah, it's, you know, not a really great return. Yeah, and anyway, beyond that, I'm just going to keep doing this. Tomorrow I'll figure out something else to do for us. Maybe we'll go hunting. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. That's cool. I was looting the house and I found this wooden bow schematic. And antibiotics, so that'll be useful at some point.